What is up, fishing addicts? On today's video, we will be talking about the smallmouth, my favorite smallmouth lure, and why I love it and why it works from all the way from winter to winter. So, it is the paddle tail swim bait. Um, I like fishing it in a couple of different jig styles, not just well, I like it two different type of line ties when I'm swimming it on top of grass or rocks or whatever, not bottom bouncing it. I like using the I believe this is no, it's not the 90, but 45-degree or whatever angle it is. So as you guys can see, it goes through, it swims and creates a little wobble on the bait, and it is a killer smallmouth bait for, like I said, anywhere from winter to winter. Depending on the water conditions, I swim it a couple of different ways, and when I am bottom bouncing it, I will go to a 90-degree and this type of jig head. So this type of jig head is, it makes the bait sit like this. So especially good for walleyes or when you are fishing in Great Lakes when they're feeding on gobies. That's the style of jig head I would prefer 60 to 70% of the time instead of one of these. But if it's windy and they're chasing shad, ly, or whatever the bait fish is, I would definitely go with this type of jig head and some kind of black and purplish. So this one, I don't know if the camera will catch it. It's black and purple on top, and the bottom it's kind of like that dark milky but purple, and has that little purple shine to it. So this is an amazing bait that I've been using for a minute, and it works like crazy. So here's some fish catches. I have to do a voiceover from my sturgeon baiting because the back camera and my microphones failed me on that trip. As you guys know, I have moved on since then to a different brand. But that's it. Let's go on. All right, guys. As you guys see, I got a nice little chunker over here, and you guys see the the way the fish were eating it was phenomenal. Always hooked them right on the roof of the mouth, and I am fishing uh, area where it drops down from a foot to 4.5 to 6 foot, a little drop off that looks like a crater. Again, this is another fish, same weight, similar style, hooked on. It was bunch of, I guess there was a little school there that was just feeding on bait fish, and look at the size of those things. It's like shape of footballs. All of them were nice and healthy, and these are pre-spawn ice out smallmouth that are putting on feeding bag for uh, for that time of the year. So um, pretty much all of them were between 16 and a half to almost 18 inches, but they were all stocked up and uh, chunky. What I was doing is I was slow rolling it. Actually, I will cast it on the shallow end, and I'll basically watch my lure with polarized glasses so I can see it. I was using a white jig head, so I can see the jig head. I couldn't really see the paddle tail, but the paddle tail was color shifting purple to green paddle tail that I pour, and I guess I was catching them back to back. But look at how they were eating it. All of them were hooked very nicely. Uh, Not just hook, skin hook, but they were actually choking on it. So, like I said, what I was doing is I would cast to the shallow water. If you guys can see a little bit on the background right there,
The lighter water color, that's about anywhere between 8 to a foot of water, almost a foot of water, and the darker water, it's actually about 4.5 feet to 6 feet. Um, then I'll just cast it on the shallow end, uh, and slowly roll it. Once it gets to the deeper part, I'll just kill it, let it sink a little bit, and then slowly retrieve it very slowly. Sometimes ticking the bottom, but I wouldn't let the lures go that much deeper, because during uh, the way the jig head is designed, it gets snagged up and frayed up a lot easier, and it breaks off. So, but this time it was giving the jig nice little body roll, and I was smashing them back to back. I believe that day I caught within 3 hours, 3.5 hours, I probably caught over 75 fish over there, and it was a great experience, and I learned a lot that day, and how to fish, and I was trying different styles, but the swim paddle tail was a destroyer. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoy and learn some stuff. I'll catch you guys on the next one.